7 years ago, a company-wide vision began, a mission to focus resources on schools, educational organizations, and the students that call East Texas their home. This initiative proved to be excellent preparation for what was to come during the spring of 2020. Over the next few minutes, we'll show how Etex is improving the lives of students growing up in rural East Texas. To begin our story, we've asked Matt Fagioni to explain why Etex felt so strongly about this community project.
Years ago, while collaborating with local school administrators, we discovered how our community rated in education. We began to discuss the struggles that our teachers face at the end of each school year with the summer slide, and we felt compelled to do something about it.
The summer slide is a phrase that refers to the reading skills and math skills that are lost during the summer months. Without practice, reading skills decline.
First thing we set out to address was assisting grades K through 4 and focus on keeping reading levels up that had otherwise been falling during the summer, but there were obstacles standing in our way. Many of these families either did not subscribe to the internet or their households were not utilizing online educational resources. Etex recognized that there was a digital disadvantage and created a partnership with area school districts and focused on correcting it.
Gilmer ISD administrators were dedicated to working with the Etex team and quickly assembled a task force. Assistant Superintendent Greg Watson was asked to identify students within the district that would be candidates for the program.
Well, there's a ton of research out there that shows a direct correlation between a student's socioeconomic status and their academic achievement. So those same studies tell us that by the age of 4, a child from a low-income family will hear 30 million fewer words than a child from a non-low-income family. Well, students who come from an economically disadvantaged background are more likely to enter kindergarten with learning gaps. Trying to close these gaps and get these students caught up with their peers can be very difficult, especially in a rural community like ours where close to 80% of our students are economically disadvantaged.
Many students that live within our region go the whole summer without utilizing the internet for continued education. Talk to any teacher, any educator, and they will describe the disadvantage that they see between those that have access to online resources and use them and those that do not.
With this information, the task force sprung into action. First, the focus would be how to utilize existing Etex infrastructure to provide internet to homes without access. Second, how to incentivize students with internet access to dedicate more online time to education.
To address some of these concerns, it takes a partnership between the school, the parents, and the community. And we're fortunate to have a business like Etex in our community that's willing to partner with us to provide the best education possible for our students.
From this, the summer reading program was born, and the goal was to provide internet to the homes of students who participate.
The local school districts identify the students that are best suited for the program and provide a list to Etex. If the household has existing internet access, an account credit is added to incentivize parents and students' involvement. Little did we know that 1 year after piloting this program, a global pandemic would happen and the internet would be elevated as a national essential service. In the spring of 2020, the program would need to be expanded to accommodate more students and teachers.
Area schools and religious institutions launched partnerships with Etex to supply access to the internet by installing Wi-Fi hotspots in strategic locations. Coupled with the existing program, this could provide internet access to more students, including students not enrolled in the summer program.
The local churches recognized that the entire community, we needed to get behind Etex and do our part to assist the school district. Churches are a great location. It only makes sense that we partner and we have these Wi-Fi spots, and my church quickly offered to get involved. We were without fiber optics, and Etex connected our church with state-of-the-art fiber optics. These fiber optics allowed us to live stream our services, and we never had that opportunity or chance to do that before. But our church campus, it's less than a mile from an area school district, and so when we learned Etex was willing to partner with our church, it only made sense that we entered into this agreement together and we formed this partnership.
In my sit-down with Charlie Cano, the CEO of Etex, I asked him to explain the plans that are in place and why fiber has been such a central focus.
We started our mission years ago of expanding and engineering and upgrading network, which in turn built trust with our community and especially the schools.
It seems like a lot of attention, dedication at Etex is on fiber expansion.
We are dedicated to installing over 1 million feet annually of a more reliable buried fiber cable that replaces the old copper network.
And why bury the fiber?
In our region, buried fiber is a better engineering solution over wireless. The combination of storms and 80-foot pine trees wreak havoc on wireless signals in aerial construction. We have used revenues and universal service support wisely to invest in our network. We believe our community involvement enables us to better focus on the needs and solutions for our region, more so than our larger counterparts. Implementing the latest networking technology has given us a good start. This is a long-term effort to connect all of our rural areas.
I'm a COVID-19 graduate of 2020 and I spent my summer interning at Etex. I can honestly say that this company is very conscientious of the needs of the communities it serves and its schools. Thanks for watching.